I lived. Wait, can I turn invisible? I forgot what this ability does. It does turn me invisible. And it speeds me up a little bit. But it's draining my... How do I... There we go. It was draining my essence, so I didn't know how to stop it.
You died.
Hey!
But you're here. Gods, am I glad to see you.
Garrick! My first companion. Why didn't you stick around?
None of the clerks believe my story. I'll keep trying. But there's not much to be done for Fort Northreach.
Oh.
You've got some god looking out for you.
Well, yeah.
Still can't believe you're alive.
Wonder if the other one is here. Goblin Catman, pretty much. But also, this map is the first zone. It's pretty big. And this is the world map. It is slightly bigger. This is the city I'm in. It's very biome-y. You got like volcanoes, you got ice, there's some swamplands over here, big jungle space, desert. It's a nice looking map, yeah. And way down here was the tutorial island, Fort Northreach. We can't go back. Alright, so there's books here. Cartographer's Guild, Volume 1. Long has the renowned Cartographer's Guild served the emperors and queens of Aedyr. It is we who are responsible for the creation and distribution of the many maps throughout the Empire. Whether to direct travelers throughout the expanse that is Aedyr, guide ship's captains on their voyages throughout Aora, or simply adorn the walls of an aristocrat's home, one can rest assured that the Cartographer's Guild is behind the creation of every one of these works of art. Ugh. For over 2 centuries, since the Noble Expedition Corps discovered the Eastern Reach, have we worked and labored to keep all of the Empire and her colonies supplied with accurate high-quality maps. God's willing, we will continue to do so for centuries yet to come. Is this book a quest starter? Aedyr Customs. Aedyr is a country rich with customs, and they are known for their strict adherence to them. Their customs run the gamut from grand celebrations like the Feast of Feasts to mundane superstitions such as ways to avoid sveff addiction. This volume will focus primarily on bigger celebrations, as no one knows how to throw an extravagant party quite like Aedyrans. The Feast of Feasts. The biggest and most important of all Aedyran customs is the Feast of Feasts. This week-long celebration happens the first week of Fonestu, Deep Summer, and is dedicated to honoring the life of the first Ferkonig. Each day of the week is devoted to some aspect of the Ferkonig's life, and there are very specific dishes to be served at each meal. The Feast of Feasts originally began as a festival celebrating the birth of the Ferkonig's first son, and soon became a yearly occurrence during the week of his birthday. Currently, Aedyran simply use it as an excuse for a party and pull out all the stops in an effort to outdo the previous year. And lest you wonder as I did, which Ferkonig is honored during the Feast of Feasts, it is always the current Ferkonig, for each Ferkonig is the first and only Ferkonig. Earlier, we learned that means first king, in, I guess, the Elvish language. I don't know. Sweet Treat. Special custom that arose at some point during the Feast of Feasts. Sweet Treat started as a way to keep children occupied so the parents could dine in peace. While it is still used for that today, significance has been added to it. Each treat is placed in a container, usually small metal boxes, and hidden somewhere on the property. Oh, so it's just an Easter egg hunt. After everything has been hidden, the children are sent out to find the treasures. It is said now that the hidden treats represent Glanfathan artifacts, and the children are the explorers, bringing back riches to their new and rightful owners. Carnival of the Mask. When the original colonists for Aedyr traveled to the new land to found the Deerwood in the name of the Aedyran Ferkonig, they encountered the Glanfathan people. The Carnival of the Mask celebrates this meeting. Originally, it was merely a formal reenactment as a play of the tensions between Glanfathers and Aedyran settlers, but it has since evolved into much more than that. Participants choose sides and come dressed in elaborate outfits depicting which group they have decided to align themselves with. Aedyrans or Glanfathans. Everyone attends a masquerade ball, and this party replaces any semblance of the play that was presented. Winter's End. Winter's End was never anything more than an excuse for a celebration that hasn't changed in all the years it has existed in Aedyr. It takes place during winter's dusk, lasts all 3 days. People use the time to reflect on the year, celebrate their lives, remember the dead, especially those who have passed in the recent years. I want a sweet treat. Honestly, me too. I could go get one, but I'm sitting right now. Contrary letter. Ambassador Hylgard, I have maintained order in Paradis for many years. I know this city, but where is a good leader in fair policy? When there is a good leader in fair policy, there is peace. But you've allowed the Steel Garrote to terrorize my people, to sow distrust and fear. I suggest you tighten your Inquisitor's leash, or the embassy might not carry your banners for long. Claviger Emond. Claviger Emond died on a trip to what's it called? The Strangle Route that he went on with the Ambassador, and the Ambassador was the only survivor. I don't know if I want to read all the big lore books right now, but I will read this one. Steel Garrote Report. We found this book on a public bench. After careful study, our scribe confirmed the handwriting matches the signature found on scrolls of Tain's chaotic orb. Be advised that Tain is in the living lands. As a member of the Circle of Archmagi, he has license to go where he pleases. We will observe him at a distance, but no one is to engage him. Tain is either a harmless fool or one of the most dangerous people alive. We simply can't take that chance. Alright, well, I gotta... Hey.
Envoy, hello. I'm glad to see you on your feet.
Thanks.
Kai. Tycg. I'm surprised they let you in here.
I'm surprised you're still gainfully employed.
Ooh. So you two know each other, huh?
I wouldn't say that. He's just curious company for you to keep.
Oh man, I have none of these stats I need to get through that dialogue. Let's move on.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
You're the ambassador's secretary, huh? What's he like?
Well, you'll notice I'm nearly always here. If that man sleeps, I don't know about it. He wouldn't say, but I believe he relied on the Claviger far more than he lets on. And without the Claviger's steady hand at the rudder, the ambassador's struggling just to bail water from the sinking ship that is Paradis.
Claviger Aemon might have tolerated a little more chaos than the ambassador liked, but he kept this place humming. He's not someone you can easily replace, and not with one man alone.
It's a difficult job. The pressure sometimes gets the better of him. But if he loses his temper now and then, I can't blame him for it. Better him than me.
What's he like when he's not working?
He doesn't know what to do with himself. You know, in our first days here, he'd often walk to the end of the docks at sunrise. The work was done, the embassy was closed, and he'd still be wearing the same clothes he'd slept in at his desk. And he'd just stare out over the sea. He always seemed dissatisfied back then. I suppose, years later, he still does.
Well, you don't want his job?
Be serious. Most of us here didn't get sent to the frontier because we were anybody's favorite. The longer I'm here, the more likely the people who matter are to forget me. And I'd actually like to get back to High Crown someday. Get married, have a few kids, take the civil exams, and settle into a permanent clerkship.
I guess there are worse ways to spend a life.
Like rotting in this embassy.
Well, let's talk about something
By
else.
all means.
Anything I care about. I'm not going to ask about the Watcher, because I want to keep that to surprise. I am curious about Inquisitor Lodween, but I'd rather ask from the people in the Steel Garrote, I guess. I'm leaving.
Should you ever need me, I will be here. Safe travels, Envoy.
If you say so. By the way, I died. Is my appointment still valid? Okay, I'm assuming it is.
Envoy, is it really you?
Hold on, I have to steal your stuff. Letter to the Inquisitor, I'm a ghost. Inquisitor, I have been in Emerald Stair long enough to confirm our worst suspicions. The people of Fior Inverno care not for the laws of mortals or gods. Animancy and folk magic are peddled in defiance of Wodica. Their crimes are innumerable, their way of life intolerable. All is not lost. Politically, they are unstable, too focused on themselves to notice our eager hands tightening the garrote. We await your order, your friends in the forest. Spooky. I'm going to read your journal. Ambassador Hylgard's journal. I must admit, it is proving impossible to build diplomatic relations. The locals have a natural distrust of outsiders, and we have nothing they want. Inquisitor Lodwyn believes that time and pressure will prevail. Would that I shared her confidence. Lodwyn, under her gaze I feel scrutinized down to the bone, picked apart like carrion, and stared through by a pair of cold, motionless eyes that have glimpsed too far beyond the veil, reducing me to some depraved pilgrim who prays only for her ossified claws to work their way under my skin, liberating me from this pathetic envelope until at last we are bound together as a skeletal pair, limbs intertwined not as two beings but as one. What the hell was this poetic-ass run-on sentence? Ugh, you got away with words, but you should learn away with punctuation, man. There's no shame in being attracted to power. Nevertheless, I must keep such feelings to myself lest they be met with revulsion, or worse, enthusiasm. Oh, he's got feelings for the Inquisitor. What about this letter? Claviger Aemond, I know the blighting of the Strangleroot is a cause for concern, but I must strongly discourage any trade deal that involves buying additional crops from Fior Messinverno. We cannot endorse the blasphemous trade of animancy, much less welcome it to our dinner tables. If I had met that guy, he'd have experienced some kind of puncturing. You mean like with one of these two objects in my hands? Huh? Ooh, nice banners. They're all over the place. You got scales, a picture of a knight. Good art.
I can't believe you're alive. When they dragged you to Liviana's clinic, I assumed the worst. How do you feel?
With my hands. Well, yes, sir, he'd finally learned what a period means. An end. Disoriented, lightheaded, my pulse is racing, but I still have a pulse.
And yet you rallied your spirits and reported for duty. Your dedication is admirable. But we'll return to the topic of your untimely demise shortly. Our first order of business is your purpose here in the Living Lands. You said you had a missive for me from the Emperor?
I did when I was alive. Yeah, I hope this was worth all the trouble.
Very good. I'm eager to see what our Emperor intends. Now, His Majesty names you a loyal servant of the Aedyran Empire, and an extension of the throne's authority.
Allegedly.
Thank goodness. At least someone understands the gravity of our situation.
Uh-huh. Oh, I can slip a few coins from his purse while he talks. Yeah, gravity, absolutely.
You've seen how wild the Living Lands has become, both in nature and in politics. Sometimes I think the island has a mind of its own. No sooner had you arrived than you found yourself at the center of our troubles.
I also found an arrow. That is the exact level of sass that I want. Yes, I also found an arrow in my stomach.
Trust me, we'll get to that. This embassy has no shortage of political foes, but the Dream Scourge is what keeps me up at night. You've seen firsthand what it can do in nature. We can't let it reach the cities.
Where did the name come from anyways, Dream Scourge?
No doubt some superstitious peasant toiling in the fields. The Living Lands has plenty of both. Inquisitor Ludwig thinks the plague is a distraction. She's more concerned about these local rebels fighting against the Empire.
Ludwig. I'm gonna say that wrong a lot. And you're not?
At least rebels know the meaning of negotiation and compromise. But a plague kills indiscriminately. Though, even I must admit, the rebels have gone too far. They've sabotaged our work, killed our soldiers, and the final straw, attacked you out in the open.
I mean, it was bold. I'll give them that.
Indeed. The killer sent a message, but this is our chance to send one in return. I won't lie to you, Envoy. Our position is tenuous. If we can't even defend ourselves, how are we to defend the living lands? But defend it we must, for the sake of everyone who calls this island home. Inquisitor Ludwine demands that someone hang for the attempt on your life. These Paradisan rebels must face justice.
So where is this Inquisitor Ludwine I keep hearing about during all this?
Ludwine goes where she likes, haunting the living lands like a vengeful spirit. She'll reappear when she chooses, and not a moment sooner. Let's make sure to give her some good news for a change.
Not many get a chance to solve their own murder, you know. I know someone who could help. A dwarven tracker named Marius. Kith or beast, there's little he can't find. He's staying at the Grinning Ballarrock, not far from Liviana's infirmary. We just take the main road east to the market, then head down the stairs and cross the canal. Rough part of town, even by the standards of Paradis.
Alright, I want to see, what do they have to say about dwarves? The stout and hardy people found on every corner of Eora, Aptapo mountain dwarves are renowned travelers and settlers, branching out as far as the living lands. Anutonic, boreal dwarves, eke out a hard-scrabble existence on remote icy tundras. Kith, just a broad term for the people of Eora, okay. While Zarup's ogres and others show signs of complex culture, relations are not yet stable enough to consider them kith. Okay. So Inquisitor Ludwine was mentioned, I believe she was a character in Pillars of Eternity 2, and they've talked about how, yeah, she fell in battle in the Deadfire Archipelago and returned as a death guard, so she's some kind of undead. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, a local expert sounds like a good choice.
Marius is from the Tusks, about the harshest and remotest place the gods ever created, even by the standards of the living lands.
Trickery, lies. The gods did not build this place.
Let's just say no one survives out there without picking up a few skills, the kind we'll need if we're going to find hidden assassins. Especially if they're from the streets of Paradis.
I suggest you recruit as many allies as you can, but choose carefully. They, like you, will represent the Empire.
I want to see what this Gallowayne's Tusks. Hostile volcanic region deep in the living lands and home to Solace, the settlement of Pargarunan dwarves. The Wardens of Solace are fiercely isolationist. Few adventurers travel to Gallowayne's Tusk and fewer leave. Okay, that must be the volcanic area in the northeast.
But before we can send you off to parts unknown, we need assurances from the local healer that you're fully recovered. After all, you survived a brush with death. The health of your body is one thing. The health of your soul is another.
Liviana suggested I visit a Watcher for that.
An unusual course of treatment, but who am I to argue? Remember, the assassin is out there. You have the element of surprise. I suggest you use it.
Oh, I always do.
Oh, I wish I could see the killer's face when they realize the hunter has become the hunted. We'll talk more of the Dream Scourge when you return. Until then, Envoy.
How about we start with Marius at the Grinning Ballarrock? Besides, I could use a drink after all this.
I very much appreciate the sort of encyclopedia thing this game does, where if you see a term you haven't seen before, you get a little lore pop-up you can check on. Because there are a lot of proper nouns. This guy is loudly complaining.
Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober.
Hey. Hey, Ofryc.
Wow, it's really you. I mean, we all heard the Emperor sent a godlike, but I didn't never think I'd get to meet you. You are the envoy, aren't you? I bow, but I think I dislocated my shoulder, and I might have broken some ribs.
You were just thinking that? You like that they give that in dialogue situations? Yeah, I think either the first two Pillars of Eternity game did that, or Pathfinder, like Kingmaker and or Wrath of the Righteous did that. I know either Pillars 1 or Kingmaker did that. It might have been both, but it's a nice thing to have when they throw out a million proper nouns, you know? You know, you look like a bear tried to have you for lunch. What happened? You aren't like that kid that looked for bear eggs, are you?
My brother, Cadman, and I ran into some trouble exploring a temple north of the city. Bears and traps and guards. What else? The floor collapsed from under us. He couldn't walk too well, and yet our captain wanted to keep going, so he sent me back for help. We're with a team from the Free Expedition Corps. We've seen a lot. No place like this. I fear for their lives, Envoy.
Sounds like a dangerous temple. What were you doing there?
It's built on ruins, and the ruins are falling apart. Because of the roots, you know, and the earthquakes. We're looking for the man who built the temple, someone the locals call the Oracle. He's well, he's like you.
An elf?
A godlike.
Oh. Godlike of whom?
He belongs to Aethys. And if the rumors are true, he's the very last of his kind.
Take it from me. Around here, the rumors always have some truth to them.
We just want to talk to him. That's why we went down there. Now my brother's hurt, and my team's in danger, and I'm stuck here and...
Take it easy, kid.
Sorry. Everyone at the embassy's too busy to help me, and I'm worried sick.
Well, because he's... Actually, no. Yeah, I want to use this one. These functionaries have no idea what it's like to put up their lives on line for the Empire. Let me help.
Gods, do you mean it? I can't thank you enough. They descended into the temple through a route off the Pilgrim's Path, just north of the city. You'll know you're headed the right way when you see trail markers and rock stacks the Pilgrims left behind. We posted a guard out front, Sedgwin. Let her know I sent you, and she'll let you pass.
Anything else I should know?
The Oracle is said to possess a holy relic that belonged to Aethys, a part of the god's Titan body. This Oracle, I don't know if he's dangerous, but he's supposed to carry a sword full of diamonds. I'll probably never get to see it now.
Okay, look for some rock piles, say hi to Sedgwin, go splunking. Got it.
Cadman's not gonna believe his eyes when he sees you. You'll probably find the expedition with the relic we were searching for. Whatever that is. Thank you for hearing me out, Envoy.
Uh-huh. So what do we have here with this quest? Dawn Treader. Oh, that's a nice name. We've got... Yeah. I'm still sort of all in on Paradis still. We got some bounties to look at. There's a little island here. I'm gonna go check out this second companion person, possibly. But I also want to look at this area, because this here is where I died.
Got a situation over here.
What the hell? I'm not a cop.
Oh, good. You came over. Glad to see you're up and about.
For fuck's sake, can we move this along? I don't have all day.
I wasn't gonna let murder keep me down. What's up?
I'm glad. I hate to admit it, but the guards could use your help. Most of us are off searching for the ones who attacked you. That leaves us short-handed, so people like her try to sneak in. I caught this one, but I have to check her cart for contraband. There's a lot to dig through.
See, on one hand, I do have other important business, but on the other hand, I could steal stuff, maybe. I might be able to lend a pair of hands. A grenade! Oh, I can't jump sideways. You got explosives in here. That's not a great sign.
Find anything?
I'm still looking.
Find anything?
This is where you fell. don't count on anyone cleaning up the bloodstain anytime soon.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Spring berries.
Someone went to a lot of trouble to make sure that wouldn't be found.
What, the berries or this wall? Because the wall is pretty easy to find. What do we have here? The Hands Occult. Ooh, that's a unique clothing. 1% critical hit chance, plus 10% shock damage. The origin of these finely made gloves is lost to the annals of history, just like the way the god in whose image they were designed would like it. Still, it is clear that they were created with practitioners of the arcane in mind. There is a faint static charge perpetually present on these gloves that can be felt so strongly it's almost painful while the wearer is channeling lightning magic. Okay. I'm not going to use these. Oh. Although, I can't remember. I think I had the deerskin gloves on beforehand, and this is just the same thing plus a thing, so maybe I'll keep this. They're kind of ugly, though. Can I... yeah. Transmogrify. Oh, I like these ones, though. They're kind of heavy armor looking. Nope. Okay. Oh, there's a parkour speed stat. Okay, I don't pay attention sometimes. Hey, an audit of confiscated goods. To be held until further notice. 1 boot knife, 5 white leaf, 6 swords, 33 arrows, 8 svef berries, 4 grenades, 1 modified pistol, does not fire, 1 grave step, sickle, unknown quantity. Seems more weapons this week than in the past 2 months combined. Should report this to Captain Sinric. Is disorganized? What is Paradis planning here? It's a nice little alcove that I guess is not walled off because that's a door. Boink. So how do I want to deal with this? That guy was sliding.
Find anything?
Screw the Empire. I didn't see any contraband.
Finally! Someone with some common sense around here.
All right. If he says so, you can go. Welcome to Paradis.
Much appreciated, Envoy.
I'm hoping you would leave so I could, like,
Thanks for the help.
extort her a little
Still
bit,
have
you
the
know?
rest to worry about, though.
Hey, I let you go free even though you had these grenades that you no longer have. This place looks kind of nice at night. Good use of lights. But anyways, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. As soon as I stop exploring, I guess.
I just don't get it. It's like there's something in the soil this year.
Something bad? I'm assuming. Why is my phone going bzz bzz? Okay, trash. That's why. Boink. Here's where I was reborn. Here's the spot where the rooftop things glitched out earlier. Yay! Alright, so what do we have in here? This place is always open,
So,
right?
You're the one they all crow about, eh? Best hunter and guide in all of Dawnshore?
Just Dawnshore? Phew, must be slipping.
You just look like a drunken dwarf to me. Seen 1,000 of you roaming back home in Aedyran.
Hey.
Ha! The mighty Marius, deep in his cups, ready to take on the deadliest prey, providing they're asleep at the time.
Right. Take another sip of my cool. Rude not to finish a drink someone bought for you.
No wonder you're hiding behind a mug. You're too worried about being polite to survive out there.
The dwarf there is Marius. Best tracker I know.
So what was that word, amicul? A Lember term for a casual friend. Hey, bud. Well, let's see how this plays out.
I heard you're from Solace Keep. How great a survivor could you be, hiding behind stone walls all your life?
You don't know anything about me, you Aedyran Nimdut. So maybe go back and take another blessed day sip.
But here you are. Tell me, how does one get kicked out of a place that never lets anyone leave?
Duktetragu sakasapt jitule. You want to talk so much, I'll cut you a second mouth across your throat.
I want to learn all those words. Hold on. There were a lot more, because we went from 2 to like 8. 9. Solace Keep is an ancient fortress in Gallowayne's Tusk, and the primary residence of the Wardens. The keep is used to defend the region from outsiders and to monitor volcanic activity. Nimdut, a Lember term for an idiot or jackass, often used in friendly manner among colleagues. Blessed Day, Lember expletive meaning damned. Duke to Dragu, vulgar Lember phrase used in Solace to angrily dismiss someone or tell them to go away. Saka, vulgar Lember term for shit or stuff. Shitul, Lember curse used in anger similar to bastard. Okay, right on. So you know, Marius, should we, So wait, let me try to figure this out. Right, it was like... Fuck off. Shithead bastard. Okay, you know, Marius, should we step in?
Marius can handle himself. Of course, if you're bored, we could always start something anyway.
Yeah, he looks like he's got this.
I think this is about to get interesting.
I knew you were blessed in Nimdut the moment I saw you coming. Thought maybe I'd teach you a lesson. So I paid the bartender a few gold to drop a tiny bit of Widow's Kiss into a cup and serve your drink in it. Cramp should be starting in a few minutes, so, if you want to fight, we should go ahead and get started.
Well, Widow's Kiss is powerful venom, but it's only deadly if injected.
You know your stuff, but I doubt they do.
Envoy, you see? Will you stand by and allow this maniac to poison a fellow subject of the Emperor?
Oh, now you're playing that card, huh? You'll survive as long as you run away. Now.
Oh, I can feel it. Gods. You.
Oh, that is quick. You better get to a healer before the poison spreads to your brain.
You
Too late.
wait, Marius. I'll be back. Hopefully.
And they slowly run away. There they go.
You'll be okay. Just get it all out, Culver.
Oh, yep, okay. He can have his fun. Hey there.
Well, that was something.
Marius, this is the infamous Aedyran envoy. Envoy? Marius.
Well, any friend of Kai's is definitely a... person.
Oh, so he doesn't hallucinate. That's good to know. So what just happened? Widow's Kiss is only harmful if it's injected.
You know your poisons. It was a test. That guy's such a Nimdut, he thought he was doomed. And he actually believed I could pay the bartender to poison someone's drink. Gods, the taverns in Aedyr must be rough.
I mean, I'd suggest Hangman's Tear next time.
Smart. The effects are more widely known. Let their imagination run wild on them. Noted. If I'm not mistaken, you're looking for someone to help find the people who killed you.
Yeah. I'd ask how you know about that, but I'm assuming getting shot by a poison arrow at the main gate will make it noticeable. Did you tell him, Kai?
Hey, I told you, he's an excellent tracker.
You haven't exactly been low-key, have you? I need to see the scene of the crime. over by the town gates. I promise there's something left there we can use to track them.
Wouldn't they have cleaned the area by now?
The assassins wouldn't go near that place anytime soon. And you don't have to worry much about people cleaning up in this town. We'll figure this out, Amakul. Don't you worry.
Cool. Alright, I got a new companion. Known as the best hunter and wilderness guide in the Living Lands, Marius has lived all over the Living Lands, but there's no place he truly calls home. Marius uses ancient Pargrinan stealth and survival techniques to gain advantage over his foes, trapping them in gripping vines or disappearing from sight to ambush them with a silent attack. His senses are attuned to detect threats and objects scattered across the Living Lands. So you've got hunter abilities. I already have binding roots. Well, I have Tanglefoot, which is the same thing. So do I have 2 points. Okay. Ooh. What do you have here? Binding Roots, we just talked about that. You already have a point in that. Heartseeker takes aim and fires a piercing shot that hits its mark, passing through any obstacles in its path. Okay. Shadow Step. Marius vanishes into a cloud of smoke, reappears near an enemy, slashes them with his dagger. He repeats this up to 3 times. Wounding Shots. Marius' attacks deal bleed accumulation. This is a passive ability. I'm going to go with that. And I like the idea of keeping you at range for now. Okay. I think I want to go meet the Watcher, and I'm going to be lazy and fast travel. Swoosh. Fior Messinverno. City in the Emerald Stair. The people I've heard from there all have, like, European accents. Whoosh. Alright. What you're gonna do over here?
Envoy?
Hey. Am I missing something? I'm a little bit confused. Oh, the Watcher's way out there. Okay, so you just wanted me to head out the west entrance. Or the east entrance. Well, that's kind of annoying. I was hoping they'd just be, like, in a tent here. You telling me I have to do work? How dare you? I like this big ramp. I see a lot of carts. I haven't seen a lot of pack animals. Oh well. Then let's... More fast travel. Swoosh. Sounds like they're pulling the carts themselves. Ugh. That sounds like a lot of work. And I mean, there are animals that we have to fight, so it's not like they couldn't have animated it. I don't know. I don't remember if there were horses in Pillars of Eternity, because it's been a while since I played. But let's switch focus on quests and ask about Luminous Adra.
Day so far. An interesting day indeed.
Why do all of you have the same goofy-looking glasses?
Well, I'll be chomped by a Zarep queen. You're that godlike from the docks.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
I bet you do. I bet you do. I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers just falling out of the sky.
That makes me think of Morrowind. Cheaper to make them all the same way? Yeah, yeah. Interesting strangers, huh? Have you seen a crew of dwarven smugglers by chance?
As a matter of fact, I have. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone.
Seems odd to go to a scholar for help.
They were asking all sorts of people. Seems like I was the only one willing to really speak to them. They were asking where they could find Luminous Adra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough.
Where did you send them?
Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous adra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there.
Oh. Seems strange to do experiments at a place called Castel's Folly.
That island has all sorts of stories about it. Most of them are about people who sprained an ankle and blamed it on spirits.
As one does.
People who died there, that much is for sure. Some think that makes it a nexus for soul energy. I know better than to test it. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you?
What Valian captain are you talking about?
I don't know much, but one of the smugglers whispered the name Captain Bardato and spit on the ground. The name sounded Valian to me. I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
Have you seen the Valian captain in Paradis?
Oh no. I imagine a Valian sea captain knows better than to spend time among all these Aedyran soldiers. The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Adra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castel's Folly, so I wish you luck.
Well, thank you. Alright, well, let's check out the crime scene again.
Right here. This is where the envoy fell.
If it were me, I'd take the shot from up there above the embassy. Let's see if we can get up there.
Alright.
Guess Aedyran discipline doesn't apply to pest control.
Show me what you got. Here we go.
Everyone okay? With any luck, your assassin will be as bad at hiding their tracks as they were at making sure you stay dead.
You got a point, but I'm setting this on fire.
Aye, aye.
I don't think the new owners like company.
Can I sneak on these guys? Hell yeah.
You take lead.
And none of them noticed me. Well, they did now.
This one's mine.
Ow! Listen here, you little shit. How dare you? Huh. Wonder how long they've lived here. Where? Oh, this is the side door I looked at earlier, so we do have a back way in now. Alright. This is fantastic. Administration district. Okay, but what's in here? I guess... Oh, I could have... Oh, you know what? I remember coming here and seeing the enemies and then not wanting to go this way. It was just spiders. I guess that's less scary. Alright, well then let's move on. Oh, damn it. I probably could have shot that and caused a little explosion. How do I move on, actually? Was this the dead end that I have to... Oh, no, here we go. Get kicked, loser. So anything on this rooftop? More plants. Alright, where are we going from here? Up. That's the only answer that makes sense. Okay, so what's up here? Oh, I see arrows. And a gold... Ooh, Blackwing gloves. So what do we have here? Plus 1% critical hit chance, plus 10% crit damage. That is immediately yes. The dyed leather of these gloves is supple and intricately tooled. The palm of the gloves is thin enough that the wearer can barely tell anything lies between their hands and whatever they may hold, granting increased control and precision. Based on where you found these gloves, it is fair to assume that they were once used to fire the arrow that slew you. So this guy took a shot at me and then left their gloves and ran off? Okay. This flask is empty, but reeks of swamp water and rancid berries.
Smells familiar, but I can't place it. Whatever it is, it's not used for game hunting or keeping beasts out of your garden. You already met the Apothecary. I'd suggest we pay him another visit.
Seems like a good place to start.
Well, the assassin was ready for me. Wonder what that tells us.
It tells us they were hunting you. Whoever did this takes pride in their work. They made sure this stuff would kill you. Go back to the market and up the stairs to the east. You'll see a large building with a big window on top.
The Mermaid's Den. Nice place. We should say hello to Juliana while we're there.
The Apothecary is in the back alley. Any luck? We could track down who made this poison. Find your killers.
Oh, it's the mushroom guy. I leveled up. Can I go further up? Nope. Okay. Well, we're sticking to Ranger Path. So what do we have? Power attacks. Yeah. All of these just increase damage by certain things, huh? When picking herbs, receive an extra upgraded material. That's nice. A rare non-combat skill. I do like the idea of increasing damage with bows and guns, because I'm using guns a lot. So yes. Do I have anything here? Oh, I get a new point. What does Resolve do? It's stamina based. I don't swing heavy weapons. I'm going to turn up my perception a bit. Tuning it up. We got stuff, right. Do I... Oh yeah, the Apothecary shop is up there. That's good. I got to do a little bit of murder in the back alleys. That's pretty cool. Let's stick to Paradis for now. Sort of clear it all out, yeah. Hey. I wonder if I could just, like, shoot this guy. I mean, I don't think I can, because I'm pretty sure NPCs are undamageable. But it's interesting, right? Hey, oh.
That's the Apothecary.
All you have is not enough. Huh. Aren't you the Outlander who died in the streets? How are you... Gah. It doesn't matter.
Gah.
You've got to help. He's gonna hurt me again.
Everyone take a deep breath. No one is hurting anyone else today. Right?
You seem to like beating up on little guys. Want to take a run at me?
Listen to me, dead man. What happens here does not concern you. Walk away.
I didn't know the fish dudes could have hair. It looks kind of weird. What's going on here?
He's been shaking me down for half my earnings, but now I can't afford to feed my family.
Take it easy. He's gonna walk away and leave you in peace, right?
Unless you want another arrow in your guts, turn around and leave us to our business.
Look, I survived the Beyond. You think you can do the same?
You don't scare me, godlike. I've hunted nameless terrors in the deep wilderness.
Well,
This
joke's
is getting
on you.
tiresome. I wasn't really gonna hurt the Apothecary, but I'm really, really gonna hurt you.
Well, you know, you said you hurt nameless wonders. The thing is, I have a name, so maybe that's not a good idea. Pretty sure it's bad luck to kill a godlike anyways.
Last person I know who did it died with her boots full of Sokka.
What's Sokka? Oh, right.
Well, I heard the godlike have gold in their bellies. We can't both be right, so let's see who's wrong. Stand still, Outlander. This is gonna hurt.
Here we go!
No thanks.
Hey! Over here!
I'm just gonna make this as annoying as possible for you. Headshot. Oh. Ah, I can't attack, that's right. Backstab.
There! This time.
Oh. Kind of disappointed that you are unwilling to help.
On your right.
Hey, how do you like a backstab? Do I have double binding roots? Ow, that hurt. Grenade. I don't know what that red is. Everyone shoot at him. Ow.
Stay.
Ow. I need to drink. I don't know what that does. Hold on. I have to figure that out because it's bugging me. Like, I have this eye thing he does. And it doesn't tell me what it is. Big stab. Hey there. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Don't I have a ring that just regenerates my essence, or did I just not put it on? I do have it on. Ow.
Back in the fight. Come and get me!
Hey, die.
I can't believe they're dead. It's over.
That's all of them.
Ooh, you got stuff. Raw fish, ogre blood. Should have expected that. What about your friends? A lockpick. You're just chromatic. Alright, cool. Oh, and there's a little essence thing. Yeah. Hey, Grysca.
Envoy, thank you for dealing with those miscreants. There's a plague on these streets, and they are a symptom.
A gang of bullies shaking down honest folk? Seems more like the cause to me.
It's no more dangerous here than anywhere else. It's just that monsters here have knives instead of fangs.
You even killed Thala, the biggest, baddest of them all. The Sparrowhawks are gonna come after you.
Not if they know what's good for them.
They don't. That's the problem. You don't have to come to my defense. No one sticks their neck out for anyone in these parts.
So, anyways, what do you know about this thing?
Poison? Let me take a look. Wait, I recognize that from my wares. It's oil distilled from Saint Ettore, a berry native to the Living Lands.
Must have been some berry. Killed me on the spot.
Hey, look, the Living Lands is a dangerous place. Alright, take a nap in the forest and you'll wake up dead more often than not.
Not if you know better than to take a nap in the blessed A forest.
Walking through the streets of Paradis is supposed to be a safer proposition. Yet, our friend took an arrow that was coated in this stuff.
Hold on. He said if we sleep in the forest, we're gonna wake up dead? That's not how it works, bud. What is Blessed Day? Oh, damned forest. Okay. That's silly.
And before you ask, I can't tell you who bought the poison. If word got around that I was ratting my clients out to the Aedyrans, it'd be the end of me.
So your assassin's a local from Paradis?
Damn, I was afraid of that. If you made an enemy of the locals, this won't be the last attempt on your life. The truth is, I never saw the customer's face. They wore a hood. A monk's cowl, I believe. But I can tell you that Saint Ettore is used in religious rituals. Prophets and seers will do anything to leave their bodies.
Sounds like we're looking for a mystic.
If you want mystic types, you want to go visit the Temple of Andra. Probably the only reason you'd want to go there.
On the other hand, Claviger Amond was cozy with plenty of mystics and oddballs. We could check out his estate for clues.
Go past the Hightown Gate to the north, then follow the road eastward until you reach the statue of Andra.
Is there anything you can tell me about these rebels before we go?
Look, most Paradisans don't like the Aedyrans. We've been here for generations and we knew how to handle our own. Aedyr changed that, and not for the better. Some of us have been more wronged by Aedyr than others. Well, wronged by the Steel Garrote. They're a minority of Paradisans, but they're willing to kill to strike back at Aedyr, even at an Imperial envoy.
Careful where you say that. The last thing Paradis needs is a Aedyran panic.
I hope that I've been able to assist you in some small way. Good luck in your investigation, envoy.
Thanks.
So we're going to the temple to find a mystic to ask about the poison. Not what I imagine my day would be like.
I'm noticing a lot more red dots on the map.
I don't think we're going to be welcome here for long. All those Sparrowhawks will be sniffing around here any minute.
Oh.
And since that's not the last skirmish we'll find ourselves in, I say we take this opportunity to stock up on some better equipment.
Where can I find some?
If you want a guarantee of getting the good stuff, I recommend Paradis's main market. We're short on coin, but it's nothing a little work on the side won't fix. Sapiento could help us on that front once we find his luminous Adra.
Huh. Oh yes, and this is where we get the item quality thing. Alright, breaking down... Yeah. I've been doing that already.
Keep quiet.
I'm not doing a very good job of keeping quiet. Sorry. I want to see the difficulty. These guys are like level 1. So I'm not so concerned about... You know, I can do this. I'm invisible now, you little shit. Actually, where is this person?
Stop it!
I heard something.
Maybe you should go check it out.
Hey, hold it!
Damn it, I couldn't jump over the stupid fence. Didn't work out for you, did it? Well, he's the one who tried to fight me. I find it weird that you're trying to... You think you can do better. Alright, I guess we're fighting our way through these guys. Oh, you're a little stronger. Hey! Do you like backstabs? Because I do. Ah! Just interrupted my aim. See, the question here isn't, you think you can take out our leader, it's, do you think you can stop me? Because I think I can take you out with, well, maybe not just one shot, but I can take you out. And I can shoot you through Kai. Which is good to know.
Just like the good old days.
Yeah. And these guys have lockpicks on them. Nope. Why do I keep hitting space? What game am I playing where space is the interact button? Now you have a common arquebus. That's dumb. Also, where did you guys even come from? Because, like...
Go on. Juliana's inside. She doesn't bite. Unless you ask.
It's the ghost of your death! Hey, die. Guys. Come on. Egg. Alright, so there was someone over here that was like, how'd you get past me? And I feel like I'm just gonna go ahead and eliminate this gang, so... Were you... Okay, you're already gone, so I'm assuming I got rid of you already. Whoops. Oh well. What about that short guy over here? Was he a member of the gang? I don't remember.
Unseen.
Do I have to backstab? Backstab! Bold that you think he was given a choice. Wait, aren't you the one who was, like, warning me? Or am I just getting you all confused?
One moment.
I still don't know what this thing even does. Maybe I should have read.
Let's see what you got.
Hold on. There we go. That worked. Jump. Not you. Oh well. Great job, team. Well, I'm pretty sure that's everyone. Okay, you didn't die. You weren't the one I was thinking of. What else do we have going on over here, huh? The finer things in battle? Oh, this is just a quest about upgrading my inventory. That's cool. What the hell? Why is this... Acquire better torso armor? Why is there like a region here? Are there supposed to be more merchants? Am I losing my dang mind? I feel like I have the goods. I just need to actually take the time to upgrade them, you know? Don't need that. don't need 2 ones. Barely using 1. Yeah, I want to take time. I need to go to my camp at some point. And I think at this point, everything I need to do is outside of Paradis finally. Yay! So I'm going to travel to Ivana's Threshold camp. Alright. Let's upgrade some stuff. I knew this, but thank you. Let's upgrade our torso armor. I don't have enough money? That's wild. Oh, I have crafting. What the hell is this? Highly Ital. Okay, these are upgrading materials, so like, that's cool. Damn, I shouldn't have spent all my money on that arquebus. I have regrets. Oh well. I have you now. I have more outfits, potentially. The Obsidian Collection. It's just a regular outfit, but in black. This one gives you a funky little hairstyle. Well, takes off your funky little hat. I'm not gonna change things.
Never met that Orlan girl before in my life.
What Orlan girl?
You remember. The one in the camp in Shadow Peaks? With the thing on her head?
Oh, yeah. Nice eyes, chipped tooth. Thinking about her again, huh?
You thought we had a past or something. But I never seen her before in my life.
We could see her again if you want. I think she liked you.
Well, anyway, just wanted to clear that up. Yeah, a good talk.
Some women like the brooding, mysterious types. You just gotta work on your small talk.
Alright, well... Kai, what did you have to talk about?
Listen, this is something I never thought I'd have to ask, but can we talk about you coming back from the dead?
You were there. What did you see?
I saw you take an arrow to the gut and collapse. Your skin went cold and you stopped moving. It happened fast.
By the time I got you to Liviana's, I don't think you had a pulse. You certainly weren't breathing.
You must have spent 20 minutes as a corpse on one of her cots before you just came back.
What did you see while you were gone? What do you remember?
I left my body. My soul was pulled to the Adra.
Watchers say souls can linger between this world and the beyond for a time. I've seen Runid talk to them a few times, almost in a trance. What happened next?
My soul traveled through the beyond, or some part of it?
The beyond. That's the realm of the gods, of souls.
It was strange.
I can't imagine otherwise. What did you see there?
Some creature in the beyond?
Wait. Someone? Who was it? Or what was it?
Huh. It was the same voice I heard in the Adra and the Strangle Root.
Well, that's good. Imagine how much worse this would be if you had two cryptic entities clamoring for your attention. So, someone is reaching out to you from the beyond. They saved you from death, and now they want you to free them from wherever they are. Do you trust them?
I don't know. I need to understand more about them first, but I did make a unknown favor with... I owe them an unknown favor, so that's cool.
That's wise. Well, even in the land of the strange, you have had the strangest experience I've ever heard of, and you haven't even left Dawnshore. That's quite a feat.
I mean, I'd rather discover some new exciting monster of some kind, to be honest.
There's still time. So, this whole time you were in the Beyond, and then you were just sent back.
If there's something you want to ask, just ask.
Do you think there's a way to bring people back from the dead?
I don't really think so, but I'm not sure. I mean, I don't understand what happened to me, but I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. Still, thanks for humoring me. You must be tired. I know I am. Hopefully that Watcher Runid will have some answers for us. For now, let's get some rest.
Yeah, but what about you? You had to ask that for a reason.
Should I break out the booze?
What do you think of... What's his
You're
face?
asking me?
Marius.
I'm not much of a gossip. Okay, who do you want to know about?
How long have you known Marius?
Long enough that he's got a good roster of stories about my blunders in the wilds, which he'll remind us of constantly. He's got a soft heart under that gruff exterior. He feels things more deeply than he lets on, so if he burns the stew one evening, maybe don't mention it.
Oh. I don't hate... You know, I like being around people that just say what they think, to be honest.
Yeah, given everything that comes with being an envoy, I bet that's especially refreshing for you. And don't worry if he starts badgering you. It's his way of showing he cares.
And what do you think of me?
Okay, but only if you let me turn that question around once I've answered you.
Sure.
I think you've been trusted with a nearly impossible task. When we first met, I thought that was because you made some powerful enemies back home. But as I've gotten to know you, I think that if anyone can stop the Dream Scourge, it's you. At the end of the day, I'm proud to fight alongside you. And there you have it. Your turn now.
You got a level head and an even temper. As much time as we're spending together, that's important.
Thanks. We've all got to be able to enjoy a little peace at camp, right?
Yeah, let's talk about something else.
Sure.
That's it for now.
You know where to find me.
Alright, so let's talk to you, Marius.
No offense, but you leave a pretty wide trail, envoy.
Well, have you been tracking me?
More following from a respectful distance, I'd say. An Aedyran official who's new in town turns a lot of heads, especially when they're traveling with a Nimdude like Kai.
What, you don't like Kai?
Like? Not the word I'd use. I'll need more time to find the right one. Well, we've worked together in the past. It was mostly him crashing blindly through the weeds after I advised him not to. I'm here to find your assassins. Maybe help you avoid being killed again in the future. My guess is you'll need a guide once you leave Paradis, too. They say I'm the best there is.
You're like Wolverine. I'm sure we have a lot to teach one another.
Right. This ought to be interesting. Anyway, enough chat. I'm sure you have things to do.
Okay, that's it. What is here? Enchant unique weapon. I don't have any unique weapons, unfortunately.
You should keep an eye on that scrape on your arm. You don't want it to get infected.
It barely even counts as a scrape.
That's the worst kind of flesh wounds. Lots of open skin contact. Snap flies like the peeled skin. Fog mites love the blood.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Good.
I have some tanglewood in my pack. That should clear it right up.
Okay. If you insist.
You can thank me later. That's what I'm here for.
Alright, well. I've been going for like 2.5 hours. I want to take a break once again at this same camp. But
Look,
ooh.
Marius, if you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here, right?
Right. Appreciate that, but I'm alright.
If you ever change your mind, the offer stands.
Okay, Amakuo. I'll keep that in mind.